Trades. If you have not like and subscribe, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click that bell button so you get all the updates about my latest video. So today's video I'm going to talk about why you should not buy lotto. A lot of people are kind of looking for lotto, you know, like lotto in options, and basically they are buying way out the money and hoping for the best. It works but very rarely works, and why it's not a kind of good idea. I'm going to go through what will be really considered lotto, and we'll kind of go from there. Also beside that, just kind of going over the market. Overall market was pretty red day. You can see a lot of down days and a lot of, but if you look at the put on T-Dog, crowd and D-Dog, all kind of showed some strength and they were green, so that's a good sign. Like they were positive in a red day, that's a good sign. Also if you look at put on right around the support area, so if you look at I just wanna draw, so I think I am in a drawing tools. So if you look at this, so kinda it's right around in that area, right? So okay, so right around, right? So right around kind of support area right there. So 40, 43, 44. So if you add it, that's great, but I think it's right around this support area. I'm definitely positive it will probably go higher. Also look at that. I mean, a lot of the Tesla was down big, and if you look at the apps was also down. It's been moving, so it does need some pullback. It was almost up to $70 now, kind of pulled back to 57, but it's still a lot higher. I grabbed this way later. So overall I think one of the things a lot of people kind of look is on the red day. You literally if you believe in a company, if you believe in the fundamentals, and if you look they are in the base area or kind of support 50-day, 100-day, 150-day, it's a good time to add, right? So a lot of it's a shopping day today. So I did grab few things. I did grab Facebook right around 155. If you look at Facebook, right, Facebook before too, I think I grabbed before 144 before, and today we saw 56, 57. Again, it can go a little bit down I think, but absolute bottom I feel like gonna be 145. And if you kind of zoom out, you can see that, right? So but this is I think 150 days up and still below that. A little bit downtrend. We had a 3 massive day, but did so open up 67, close 58. I did grabbed, and also I alerted in my Twitter if you are there, like around 55, 56. Usually it bounce from this area. It may go a little bit down, we'll see, but I didn't want it to. I just wanted to grab some. If you look at that, this was also previous resistance before, so I mean support before. So let's see how that does. But before that, today's topic, let's get back to today's topic, why you should not play the lotto. So first look into what will be considered a lotto. So let's look at the Apple was a pretty down day as well. We're gonna look into the Apple and kind of talk about that. So let's go to trade, and if you go to trade, we can see that this is Apple, right? So today Jan done. So we're gonna look into I have a February 9 position. I didn't even knew. Okay. Oh, okay. I have a credit spread, I think. But yeah. So let's look at. We are just looking at the calls, right? So we are looking at the single calls. We will make it 14, right? Maybe all, right? So this is a call. This is a put. So if you look at that, Apple right now is so that's a strike. So Apple is 32, right? So always look into delta, one delta or two delta. You should barely should do if you are like bullish. I mean sometimes you can take a speculative positions, but if you are bullish you should usually do maybe two delta. I'm gonna kind of cover. I did cover what is two delta, but I don't know, I don't think this has a nice way of kind of showing. But if you go to Tastywork, it does shows. I'm gonna open Tastyworks maybe. Maybe it will. I think it does have delta. I think I can actually do show delta by going to the analysis tab. I'll probably do that so you will know. But the idea is you want to be realistic, right? What do you think? So basically Lotto will be for Apple 131, right? So 40 reasonable. If there's some catalyst something, 40, 45, 45 still looks a little bit far, but it's kind of reasonable, I would say, right? But beyond 45, if you're looking 50, 55, 60, that's pretty much a lotto play, right? For a week, even for let's say you have a month, if you're doing 200, that's basically, it's like a not a great great call. It's just the lotto. You're just praying, you are hoping it's gonna work out, and most of the time it does not. So that's a really bad idea. And one thing what happens is sometimes it does work, and some people feel like, oh, you just buy that way out the money because that's the cheapest, right? It just ruin your habit, right? You need to make a good habit in our options, right? We need to make good habit, like how do we choose the strike, where do we go, we got to make proper selections. And what happened if you hit one time, it's just human nature, right? You're like, oh, I'll probably hit it again, and you keep trying. It's just like buying a lottery. Do you know how many people lose? There's people I've seen literally who buy like $100 $200 of worth of lottery every day. If you just invest that money in SPY or QQQ, you'll be millionaire literally. You don't need to buy lottery in 5 10 years, probably. Like he's spending 3,000. Yeah, 3,000 is a big money. It's like 30,000. So in 10, yeah, probably not even 10 years. If you're putting 30,000, I mean 3,000, so 30, 40,000 in a year with the 10%, in 5 years you'll have 2 300. So pretty much million in 5 to 10 years, easy, if you are spending that much money. But it's just the human nature, right? You wanna hit the lotteries. Playing the lotto, way experience is kind of same. So if you kind of go to analyze tab, right? So yeah, it's right here, right? So this is September, right? So basically by lottery, you are going anything you are going above, you know so yeah, anything I would say like 85 90. So anything above, so 145 above 90 is basically, it's like literally it happens very rarely. So anything above that is basically I would consider a lotto, right? So that's very less chances. So Apple is at 30 45, right? So you'll have, as you go, it depends upon the expiration. This is September 20, I mean this is February 20, yeah, 5 February. But if you look at March, since you have a lot more time, you can go up to 150 or something, right? So there is a probability of chances Apple will be 151 or 111. The probability of stock going up or down is basically same. It's a 50-50. So a lot of people's like, one day literally stock can go $5 up or $5 down. It's that simple. Don't overcomplicate it, right? So always look into that, right? So you can always, like, it's going to be different for each stock. If you look at Tesla, so basically for Tesla, basically for next week it could be like 702 to 881, cause volatility is really high. Volatility is 81% right now, right? So you can see that, that's why you have that kind of high. And if you look at 19 March, it could be literally 561 to 1021. So it depends upon what your strike and everything's, and you can actually go here and check, right? I think I thought they had like 1 delta 2 delta, but yeah, you can actually see, you can just click, you can click here and it will change like what are the probability and everything's. So think about like below 555, there's 0.1 chance, right? 0.1, not even 1%. So if you want to sell, if you sell, basically you are winning, right? So a lot of things you can kind of play around. 626, there's 2% chance it can be by that date, February, right? By 12 February, there's 8% chance. So it's all about probability. You got to use the probability in your favor, right? So yeah, that's why basically playing a long dated or even short dated, sometimes it works. Sometimes Apple literally jumped from 500 to 800. So if you got like 700 800, you probably made tons of money. They're really cheap, so it does work, but it's barely works. And if you keep doing that, you'll basically lose money because you made in one trade, you'll think you're gonna again make it and do the same play again, and it doesn't. Literally, that's how it's calculated, how many times stock kind of is in this range. And if you go beyond 2 delta, basically that means like it's literally 2 or 3% chance, right? So I can actually show you the delta, stock delta. No, not delta stock, but okay, standard, not delta, standard deviation. Sorry, I was taking the norm standard deviation graph. So that's what I was kind of that's what I mean. But you can actually, this is a good graph. Yep, see this, that's what the stock, right? So you have one delta, zero, one delta, two delta, right? So the stock is right here in zero. So one delta, positive or negative, so it can go up or down, right? So there's 34 chance of going in this one delta, 34 chances going in this. So total is basically 68, almost 68% of the times it will be in this two delta, right? Two delta, there's very less chance, right? There's, it can go in this 13, there's 13, right? So probably 26%, right? But 2 to 3 delta is basically 2 to about 4% of time it will be between 2 to 3. Beyond 3 is literally 0.1 and 0.1. At least you should never get, literally I would not suggest like getting anything beyond 3 delta. 2 delta, if you are really, there's some catalyst, you can, as with the option, it doesn't have to go to this price. Even if it goes to 1 delta, you'll be up massively and you can sell it, right? So you can do that usually, right? But 3 delta, again, 3 delta, what happens with the 3 delta, it just, the theta is so big, it just like, it doesn't cut it up. It has to move really rapidly and you will just lose, and your chances are already 0.02% above 3 delta, right? So anything, don't even get thing. I would usually suggest getting between 1 to 2 delta, or between that is usually, or near 1 delta if you are bullish on something, or if you're bearish, kind of same thing, right? So that's what I usually do. If you go to thinkorswim, it actually show you 1 delta, 2 delta. I'm pretty sure trading view has some kind of but you can actually see here, and there's I'm pretty sure trading view does have that ability, but I'm not sure how to do that. I'll try to figure it out. If I find, I'll let you know. But that's all. So don't play YOLOs, just play what makes sense. Play buy on the support, sell on the resistance, right? You gotta look at the chart, you gotta look at the catalyst and whatnot. So yeah, if you have any more questions, comment below. Other than, have a great day and see you all. Thanks.